How we doing, people? It's your boy, Mr. John Bonilo, and I am joined by my brother, Mr. Jordan Enzor. Jordan, how you feeling, brother? How we doing today?
A little sweaty. It's kind of hot outside. And
steaming, bro.
It's not pleasant, bro. It's getting humid, and I am, looking for a little bit of cooler weather. I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, I could use a little bit of cooler weather. It's like, what would you say, 70, 80 degrees outside?
It's right up there. I would provide you with a sweatband, how bad you're sweating right now. But it is hot. I don't blame you for it. It's good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
It's been a couple days.
It's been a few days. This is the longest we've been apart. Pretty weird stuff. Now, brother, we have received some fan mail here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's take a look.
First one... Hold on, I got it right here. First one is from Derek, a.k.a. Child of the Law.
Okay.
It says, guys, why did you take out the thing? The thing is my favorite part of the show. You know, the thing you guys do before you start the show. Now, if you guys don't bring back the thing, I will hunt you down and I will fucking kill you. Now, Derek, listen, there's no reason to be violent, brother.
Really?
There's
wow.
Pretty crazy stuff here.
That's intense, brother.
Here's another one, bro.
Let me take a look at this.
Take a look at that thing really fast.
So this says, from Linda, it says, Big Talk Nation, why did you guys stop doing the thing? I love the thing. We love the thing. Also, Jordan, you're really handsome, and I miss you.
Let me take a look at that. 1 second.
All right, take a look at it.
That says JON, buddy. Whatever.
Are you sure that wasn't from somebody else?
I'm just saying, dude. All right, here's another one. Right here. This one says from Jody, aka Mama Jody. It says the thing. Bring back the thing. Where is the thing? I can't find the thing. Now, listen, guys. We made an executive decision to take the thing out. Now, I know it's driving a lot of you crazy, and it was something you really look forward to. But Jordan and I have decided that we are far too mature to do the thing anymore. Ain't that right, Jordan?
Yeah, it's getting to a point where, the thing was kind of taking over what we were doing, and we don't want to be known only for the thing. There's so many other things that we do that, take precedent over that thing. But John, it sounds like the people want us to bring the thing back.
Now, I hear you, brother, but I don't know how we do that. I don't know how we could possibly do that. The thing has been locked away. The thing has been put lock in key, baby. It's gone.
We locked it up and threw away the key.
Now, I know a lot of you are like, what is this? A lot of you new listeners, which we have a lot of actually, looking at our analytics, are wondering what the thing is. And the thing was a thing we did before the show. It was kind of like this. It was, how the fuck we doing, people? It's your boy, Mr. John, motherfucking Bonilo, and I am joined by my brother, your brother, my best friend, your best friend. This guy won't call you in the morning, Mr. Jordan Now, that's the thing. It sounded a little like that, but listen, we will not be bringing the thing back.
No.
We'll talk about it. It's very possible.
Yeah. We can discuss it.
Never say never, So today we have a really special show. This is going to be one for the ages. We got Mr. Sam Bam Koltun from Faster Pussycat, Dorothy, and one of our favorites, Jordan, what is it? Budderside. Oh, this is going to be a rockin' episode, straight for your throat, rock and roll. We're going to get to know him. He is one of the coolest, one of the sweetest dudes we've ever met. He's probably Jordan's twin brother. I just don't know it. Looking at both of them together the other day, I was like, which one is Jordan? Which one is Sam? I don't know.
We are both a couple of handsome son of a guns.
With amazing hair, by the way.
Listen, I didn't want to say it, but I'm glad
I had
you
to
did.
say it. I had to say it. I'm in freaking envy of these two. They're twins. They're twins. That's all I can say. So let's hop into this episode. Jordan, you ready to jump?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Sam, brother, can you hear us?
Yeah, my apologies. First of all, I am in the middle of absolutely nowhere.
No worries. No worries at all.
My AirPods wouldn't connect, so.
Oh, no worries, man.
But
We're connected now, right?
we're all kinds of connected.
Okay,
Hell
cool.
yeah.
That's the way we like to be. So how's your day going today, brother?
Next question.
Okay, all right.
Okay. How's the hair holding up?
I'll tell you, we're I guess the venue put our driver up at this hotel, so we decided to just stay at the same hotel, which happens to be like quite literally in the middle of nowhere. Like I think it's a 20-minute walk to the nearest place to eat. So that's where we are today. It's Cadillac.
No.
You say Cadillac, Michigan?
Cadillac, Michigan.
Oh,
and I'm walking on a golf course right
a
now.
little fun fact for you. Your twin right next to me, Jordan, grew up in Cadillac, Michigan.
I did.
That's
yes.
his hometown.
If you're a Kiss fan and can find a ride, Cadillac is home to the only Kiss monument in the world.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I think wow, I got too many jokes. What do I go with?
Oh,
Why
no.
laugh?
No.
We want to hear him.
We don't want to hear him.
I want to hear him. I'm dying for it.
We do want to hear him, but be easy on us. We love Kiss.
What is your Jordan? What is your town doing to Sam? There's no place to go. The man's looking for food. What kind of town is this?
Listen, if the man would have showed up there yesterday, I could have taken him anywhere he needed to go. But now I'm not down back in Detroit.
No, it's all good. We're on this golf course, and it's nice, kind of nice out, and yeah, it's cool. I like the vibe of feeling like I can get murdered.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's pretty much everywhere in Michigan.
Aren't you from L.A.? Isn't that like an everyday thing out there?
Yeah. Why do you think I live there?
They get murdered with the smog that's just in the air lingering.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Brother, so how's the tour been going so far, other than today being the worst day of your life?
I don't know. I was almost going to text you guys and be like, "Oh, can we do another day?" Just so I'm not more negative than I normally am. But no, the tour's been great. The tour's been going really, really good. It's been really fun. Probably the best show of the tour was the one that you guys were at, the machine shop. That place is just every time getting to. I had always wanted to get to play there, and now I've been there. That was the third time basically in the last year of playing that place, and it's just so refreshing when club owners just care that much to make it that cool.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah!
This run's been really, really good, and it's been really fun.
You are not the first person to say that. Everyone loves the machine shop. The guys from Lynch Mob were saying the same stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I mean, maybe we take it for granted because it's been here pretty much since we can remember. It's just one of those places that we go to a lot of different venues. We've been to the Token Lounge. We've been to the Diesel. It seems like everyone gets so hyped when it's at the machine shop.
There's a reason it's world famous.
Yeah, that I definitely agree with that for sure. And it's just day in, day out of being at different places all the time. There's certain ones that definitely stand above the others, and it's nice to see Kevin, the owner, how much care and how much effort he puts in, and everybody there really, just that the front of house guy there. Yeah, it's really nice, and then it obviously makes for a good show.
Oh yeah. Now I want to say that was my first time ever seeing Faster Pussycat, and Faster Pussycat is one of those bands that, like, for me, they're one of my favorites growing up. I mean, that was an amazing show. You guys were on fire. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just blowing smoke. I can't wait for you guys to come back to the Machine Shop. I mean, and now knowing that you love that place, this means we're going to get to see you again sooner or later over there.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate that. It was really fun, and yeah, and I mean, I had a great time there. Garrett, our tech, and I, we were actually just both there a few weeks ago. Maybe it was a month ago at this point. I don't know. I don't have I guess it was a little more than a month ago. My sense of time is kind of out the window. But I played with the band Budderside, and we were on tour with the band 69 Eyes, and we had a stop at the Machine Shop as well. And again, just another really, really, really fun show. And yeah, so.
Actually, a show I meant to come to, but I missed it, which I was super bummed about. Always wanted to see 69 Eyes, and I just found out about you guys, which the record has been blowing our mind. Jordan and I can't stop listening to it. I mean, it's just been... Can we talk a little bit about Budderside? What is the difference between touring with Budderside and touring with Faster? It's a totally different style. Do you have to get in a different mindset for it?
Okay. Well, I'll start with saying our record is going to be coming out really soon. We actually just finished or are finishing this week the last few songs for it, and the way that Good for Nothing single came out, I don't know who told us to do this or why this has been happening, but every time we put out a single, they were getting released as EPs with the other songs that came previous to it. And when that one came out, 7 songs was considered an album. So it's out there as an album, and it's like, no, that's not the album. There's 5 more songs.
We didn't know that.
That's wild. What?
Because I've literally been jamming this whole Good for Nothing, what I thought was an album.
It is not an album.
Since 6 a.m. this morning, all the way up until 3 o'clock when I got to John's place, and I am. It's blowing my mind.
We've been talking about it nonstop. This is fucking awesome. We are so bummed we missed that show.
Well, it is the album. It just is. It's 7/12 of the album.
Okay, we'll take it.
I'm not good at math, but I'm gonna act like I know what that means.
7 plus 7.
Neither am I, and I don't. And I don't understand how anything works, and I don't know why it came out as an EP, and I don't know how to change it. None of us know how to change it, so it is what it is.
Well,
but to transition into what you actually asked, the biggest difference between touring with the two, I mean, Pussycat is, in a band that's been around for a long time that people have heard of, and, some people have heard of, and Budderside we're new and still just kind of, trying to get out there. And, the two, I mean, musically, it's, when that Budderside tour actually just concluded, the one that we did with 69 Eyes, I actually literally had to fly from that to play with Pussycat the next day. So it wasn't really, it's not too big of a, thing for me mentally just to switch gears. It's just one day I'm playing my own songs. The next time I'm playing Bathroom Wall and House of Pain. It's not that big of a, I don't know. It's not too, the gear is just the only thing that's different. I just have a different pedal board and I'm playing different songs.
Do you have that pedal board preloaded? Like you have them set to the side. That's my Faster board right there. And then this is my Budderside board right here.
Well, kind of just for Budderside, just because it's a digital setup that I use along with an amp. So it's not like a lot of bands kind of are doing modeling stuff where they don't have amps or anything, but I'm basically using a modeler just for like effects and stuff, just because there's a lot of effects and a lot of kind of crazy sounding things that I would need quite a large pedal board for. The pedal board that I use for Pussycat is pretty much all like analog pedals, and that one and the Dorothy board have similarities, but but the Dorothy board gets more pedals.
Ooh, okay. Would love to see
Yeah.
that board. I'm a pedal head, so I mean, whenever I see someone's pedals, that's all I'm looking at pretty much the whole time.
Oh, we could talk. We could just talk about that the whole time if you want.
Hell yeah, I would love that. I mean, I used to spend actually the place you ended up going to, Motor City Guitars. I would weekly have a new pedal. Oh, the Pompeii pedal just got released. It's a fuzz. I need it. The Fuzzalo, I need it. I couldn't stop myself. They were so happy. They were sending me Christmas cards at that point. I was like part of their family. I was just spending so much money there.
That's super cool. Yeah, and I'm always looking for stuff, and the whole. I really love just actual pedals, just because I love just being able to manipulate stuff, and I don't know. I guess that's just what I'm so used to. But for Budderside, it's kind of like I said, I would need a pretty large setup in order to do everything in the way that I want to try to do it. So it just makes more sense to use, in that case, the Quad Cortex.
So
thing.
cool, so cool.
Yeah, but same amp. I use the same main amp for every band that I play in, and then for some, like for Faster and for Dorothy, I use a second amp along with it. And I basically, my point that I'm trying to get at is I alter different things for the different groups, and then certain bands, like for Faster Pussycat, I bring certain guitars. For Dorothy, I bring certain other guitars. For Budderside, I bring certain other guitars. But there's a couple that stay consistent for all three. So
Okay.
I love that yellow Junior in the TV yellow. That was when you pulled that thing out, I was like, holy shit.
Thank you. I've had that for a long time.
It's a beauty. It's wild. I know Jordan was excited about the Les Paul.
I'm a Les Paul guy. My daily driver is the Ace Frehley Kiss Les Paul, the Cherry Sunburst with the 3 pickups. Just an absolute monster. I've never played anything else that plays like it. And I used to be a Super Strat guy growing up, but the Les Paul is where it's at. And sometimes I enjoy the back pain.
It's an unbeatable sound.
Yeah, it's just, a Les Paul is basically the thing I kind of fell in love with when I first kind of found guitar and fell in love with guitar. So that's basically all I ever wanted, really, was to have a black Les Paul custom, and I never thought I would be able to have one, and now I have 2.
Now, real quick,
yeah.
we know that you love like Slash and Jerry Cantrell are huge influences on you. Was there somebody that you saw that had a black Les Paul that made you want one so bad?
I think really, like, when I I was 10 when I first saw this TV show that was called Rockstar NXS, and it was a TV show where the band NXS was looking for
a
new singer,
Yup.
like a reality TV show. And I saw that when I was 10, and that's what made me want to start playing, like, officially, because the guitar player in the house band on the TV show is a guy named Rafael Moreira, who I've now since become friends with, living in LA. And he basically had every Gibson guitar that you could picture. He had like a double neck, and he had these couple gold tops, and he had a black Les Paul custom, and he had the Cherry Sunburst, and so I think always kind of seeing him with the black Les Paul custom and even a gold top. He had this 56 gold top, and that's I based my first email off of him playing that guitar.
Hell yeah!
So I think that's kind of my earliest memory of somebody with just that black Les Paul custom look.
That's wild, because I remember watching that as a kid as well. And I remember that when they were searching for their singer. That's so crazy. So crazy. That's a crazy memory unlocked right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, talking about influences, Who else were you influenced that? Someone that we probably wouldn't think you'd be influenced. Like, I know we were talking a little bit about Green Day. Who else were your influences?
Basically, when I got into playing shortly after that, it really kind of it started with NXS, and then I guess right after that was the second season of that TV show, the Rockstar Show, where it was Supernova, which was a super group with Gilby Clarke from Guns N' Roses and Tommy Lee from Motley Crue and Jason Newsted from Metallica. And then I got really into, I guess, the band that came out of that show. And then from there, it became all about bands like Green Day was kind of the next thing, I think. And
Hell yeah.
then like Shine Down and a band called that was around then called Sick Puppies, and a band like Seether, and I don't know, that's 3 Days Grace. That's the stuff that I really started listening to heavily when I was a kid, and that's still kind of like what's maybe near and dear to my heart of what I actually love, along with like Alice in Chains and a band called Monster Magnet. Monster Magnet's like my second all-time
I remember
favorite.
Monster Magnet. That first album was fucking rocking. I love that. Now, I would like to ask, what's your favorite Alice in Chains album and song?
Okay, so I mean, the album for me is Dirt, for sure. Even though I very much love all the newer stuff as well, just because sonically, I think it sounds incredible. I love Jerry Cantrell having more of a, even more of a lead role in it. And, but yeah, favorite song has got to be, off of, Dirt. And it's probably either Damn That River or Rain When I Die.
Hell yeah. I got to tell you mine. Mine's off Facelift. Facelift is my favorite album by them. And Bleed the Freak. That song.
Ooh, God.
That song for me, I don't know. Since I was a kid, it's just, fuck, I love that song. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's just one of the greatest for me. And I also love Jar of Flies. I love that album.
It's hard to say. It's hard to say one, really.
It really is.
I want to say Down That River and Rain When I Die, and It Ain't Like That, and Bleed the Freak, and Sea of Sorrow, and Junkhead, and this, like, the list would go on and on for a while. But
have you got to see Chains in their modern lineup?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, I mean, I loved it.
Hell
Great.
yeah.
They're fucking amazing still. I mean, it's like they went through that huge loss and they're still killing it. And I'm happy for them because that's a band that needs to live on. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings on it, but the music is very important.
Well, and not every band recovers from that either.
No.
So for them to be able to do that and still have such a successful career is a huge statement towards, their work ethic and their drive to continue. I love that.
Yeah. And just how great the music and the songs are. That's the thing for me, is just the songs and the riffs, and the guitar tone and just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now segueing off of Alice in Chains, we are always very curious to find out, the people that we admire, or like the people in the bands that we like. What are you listening to, Sam? Do you listen to music on the road? I feel like at least for me in my free time, I always have something on in the background, or at least something playing somewhere. What are you listening to?
It's funny, actually, because the bass player who's out helping us right now, our very good friend Johnny Martin from LA Guns, since our bass player took a tumble, he's the kind of person who has music on like all the time, just getting ready, music on at night. He sleeps with music on.
Hell yeah.
For me, I don't know. I'll have it on if I'm, going walking, just going for me time, or going to the gym, or, but I'm not like, I guess, but also at the same time, it's hard to answer at the moment because I've been trying to not listen to a ton of other stuff. I'm finishing the Budderside songs the last couple days. I've been recording in the back of the bus. So been trying to not really listen to a ton of other stuff just to try to keep it focused on this. But the stuff I've been listening to the most recently, I have to go and look because my brain is mush.
That's all right.
Oh, you're always on the go. We don't blame you.
You are not alone in that either.
Plus, you're dealing with Cadillac, Michigan right now. So,
yeah. The new Judas Priest album is like my favorite thing ever at the moment.
Invincible, okay.
Invincible Shield, yeah. The band Tiger Cub is my favorite thing at the moment. I heard of them. I heard of them before the Shiprocked cruise. I was on the Shiprocked cruise playing with Dorothy, and I saw that they were going to be on there, and I'd heard of them beforehand, and I went to their show, and it blew my mind again. Just the riffs and it's just so cool and moody. So a band called Tiger Cub.
We're gonna write that down. Check it out.
Yeah, and a band. Speaking of the Shiprock cruise as well, with a friend in this band as well, Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet. No, have we heard of them?
I think we've seen them. I believe
you guys might have seen them probably with Bad Flower. Like they toured with them a lot.
I believe we've seen them, Jordan.
Yeah. It's possible.
I'm like 90% sure we've seen them.
Shit.
They've been killing it, and again, it's just like killer riffs, and the singer has just a really really cool vibe, and yeah. So those are the three things that have been most recent lists.
Hell yeah. So doing a lot of those, cruises and festivals, have you got to meet a lot of your heroes over the years? And if so, could you tell us a few stories about that?
Yeah. I've gotten to meet, I've had the opportunity to meet most of my heroes, and I'm thankful to say that I've had a pretty good experience all around. All right, I'll tell you this story. Because growing up, I saw Shinedown at a show as a kid. I didn't know them going into it, and I saw them at a show, and I was like, oh my god, I have to find out who that band is. And I went home that night and did the deep dive. And so I loved their music, and then going back to kind of towards the end of 2022, I met the guitar player Zach Myers a few times over the years, and in 2022, Dorothy, we did a couple shows with them. We started a tour actually where we were opening for Shinedown. It was a show that they rescheduled. This is a tiny bit of a lengthy story, but it was a show that
we're all about it. We love it.
We got time.
It was a show that they rescheduled. So I guess they had done a tour and they had to cancel the last show. And then they rescheduled this show as a part of another run. And Dorothy was not on that original tour, but she got put in as the direct support middle band. And that's how our tour started. So basically that was a dream come true, really, to get to open for that band. But then everything about that day was the most they had sent our gear out, and half the gear didn't show up.
Oh no!
Most of it being mine, so I had to throw together another pedal board, and I flew with another guitar, and I had just broken my finger, but I didn't know it.
What?
And,
God.
And then we did that show, and then again I'd met Zach quite a few times over the years as a kid and just as a fan, and that night he was super fucking cool. You know, he commented on. Oh, sorry, I don't know if I can say that, but I just did.
You say anything you want.
There's no one to cancel us, Sam. You say whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want.
Maybe they can cancel you, but they can't cancel us.
Well, yeah, no, he was super, super cool. And then that following week, we had another show with them at Rocklahoma, and we kind of hung a little more that day. And then he introduced me to Josie Scott, who was and is the original singer of the band Saliva.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Is another band that I grew up loving and listening to. And so, okay, the story continues. But I'm at Rocklahoma watching Jelly Roll with Eddie Trunk.
No fucking way.
I know. This is going to be 10 minutes of dropping names. But
listen, this is pretty wild so far. To be honest with you, you keep it going, brother.
I don't intend for it to sound like a big old bunch of dropping names, but this is just literally just what happened. I've become friends with Eddie through playing with Faster Pussycat. He's been very good friends with the guys for many, many years. And,
hell yeah.
So I was talking with Eddie, and the band was on, and we were like, oh, I've never heard of them. Let's go, watch. And then Zach Myers is watching on the side of the stage, calls me over away from Eddie Trunk. I'm like, okay. And then, we were just hanging out and talking, and he's like, oh, do you know Josie from Saliva? I'm like, no, but, I grew up listening to Saliva. Fucking covered Click Click Boom with my first band when I was a kid.
I almost said Click Click Boom when you said Saliva earlier.
And so we go over to talk to him, and Josie had basically, through another mutual friend who was playing drums for him at the time, he was like, wait, I know who you are. And I'm like, wait, am I being punked?
How awesome is
that? Then basically just exchanged contact information with both of them, and then ended up playing a show with Josie in Memphis a little later that year. And then Zach had also been in town. He had just gotten back in town. He wasn't able to come to the show, but then he gave me a ride to the airport the next day.
Whoa, that's crazy when you get to meet your heroes, and they're everything you thought they would be. And we love Eddie Trunk too. Funny thing about Eddie Trunk, huge Kiss fan just like us. We are massive Kiss fans, Sam. I know you don't know that about us, but we are sick in the head. Sick in the head. You know how Kiss fans are.
Yeah, you guys are a particular breed.
A weird breed, but it is what it is, Now, Sam, speaking of Zach's, we got a question for you. We heard that a Zach dropped off a guitar to your house because you won a little sweepstakes. Is this true?
That is something that happened. Yes.
What the hell was that like? Zach Wilde just showing up to your house? Were you like, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, it was extremely weird and extremely random. A friend had just sent me this contest and was like, "Oh, enter it." And it's like, okay. I had just moved to LA. I was 18, and I had been there for a month and a half. And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Yeah, just just like as a kid, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll enter the contest." And then I got an email that was like, "Congratulations from Black Label Society." And like, Zach Wilde is going to deliver this guitar to your apartment. And that's what happened. He showed up and delivered this Epiphone Zach Wilde Bullseye guitar that he signed, and he did. It was like a video that he did with it that was on YouTube, and yeah, that was a real thing.
Now, was there any point where you thought that email was a scam?
Yes, I've been dying to know this.
I don't know. That's so long ago. And
yeah,
that's
fair.
It'd be so random. Zach Wilde, someone pretending to be Zach Wilde to scam you. Did he hang out with you, by the way? Did you guys chill?
I mean, like for not a ton. It was just for a second. We brought the guitar. It wasn't like it was just out front of the apartment building, and but Yeah, I don't know.
love
I don't
that.
know if I really ever thought it was a scam. I guess, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It all seemed too official to be
Yeah.
a scam, I guess. And maybe back then, again, we're talking over 10 years ago. So
Do you still have that guitar, or did you pawn that thing?
no, I haven't.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
I love Zach
home.
Wild.
It's at my parents' house in St. Louis, but I have it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So we want to know more about some of the memorable moments that you've had. Obviously Zach Wilds came to your house. You just talked about meeting Zach from Shinedown, Josie Scott from Saliva.
Click, click, boom.
Click, click, boom. I remember Saliva from, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan. We're wrestling fans. But Batista's theme song,
I Walk Alone.
Can't ever forget that.
Never. Never, ever. Machine gun blazing. Come on.
I guess we'd like to know if there's anybody you haven't met that you'd like to in the future.
I guess. I guess. I don't know. There's like somebody like a Ozzy Osbourne or Tony Iommi. I guess somebody like that. But I mean, a lot of the guys that I've always kind of admired as a guitar player. I've kind of through the years of touring and doing this, I've kind of come in contact with a lot of them. So, I don't know. It's hard to think of just off the top of my head.
Now, I would like to segue into that question that Jordan just asked. Is there anyone you want to work with that are alive? Well, let's say, I mean, if
That's
there
a very
was
lengthy list, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who would have been on top of your list, dead or alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could work with one of your heroes.
I don't know. Man, that's tough. I guess the
You could pick a few.
the immediate answer, of course, that comes to mind is Cantrell, of course, because it's Al's song.
100%.
I don't know. That's always a hard question to think about and ask, because I'm thankful for what I get to do to begin with.
Of course,
so
100%.
Who knows what can happen in the future and whatnot? Because even again, to me, 10 years ago, to even be doing this seemed so far fetched.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to leave it at.
I would love to see you one day work with Alice if that ever happened. I think that would be fucking insane.
Alice in Chains or Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean that would be that's it doesn't really get too much cooler than that. I don't think
It would be double cool, straight up. Straight up, both of you guys together. I just, from doing a deep dive into your music, Jordan's laughing at me.
Is it double cool?
It would be because there's two dudes, so it's double the coolness. But doing a deep dive into your music and pretty much everything you've done, I just feel like that would be a match made in heaven or hell. I mean, it would be fucking sick.
It's just got such a great catalog of music, and his show is so cool. It's yeah, man. Anything like that would be awesome in my opinion.
Well, and he's been involved with a lot of great musicians over the years.
A lot of great
well.
guitar players.
I mean, holy shit. A huge list of monster musicians. His current band right now, monster musicians.
Amazing. I got to see him in Texas open up for the Misfits on Halloween, and it was just fucking nuts.
Yeah, man. Him and working a little bit with Tommy Hendrickson recently. He's just, first of all, just such a cool guy, but like such a great guitar player. It's, to tie in the Faster Pussycat Alice Cooper thing. Faster and Alice Cooper did, Faster toured with Alice Cooper back in the day, and Tammy's told me some stories of that. We we did a cruise, a Monsters of Rock cruise. I don't remember which year it was at this point, but Alice Cooper was the big headliner on it, and Pussycat has been on every Monsters of Rock cruise, and I've been able to do, I think, 3 or 4 with them now. I lost count. I remember I counted a little while ago, and now I've forgotten. But
it happens.
They had Tammy get up on stage with Alice during School's Out, and it was so cool. I felt like I was watching my uncle up there singing with Alice Cooper. But
that's
then
fucking awesome.
You know, his whole band. I get to play with Glenn. I've gotten to play with Glenn a few times, quite a few times over the years at a couple live events that happen in LA on a regular basis. The Soundcheck Live kind of show, and working with Tommy a little bit.
I got to meet Tommy.
Ryan,
super cool dude. Actually, yeah. So when I showed up, I got there right on time to Texas to see the Misfits and Alice. He was outside, and he gave me a few guitar picks. I actually have. I have them. I showed Jordan. They're framed up, and he was the coolest dude ever. Forgot to ask for a picture. Biggest regret, because that motherfucker is so amazing. He's such an amazing musician, and he's the nicest guy. So nice.
Yeah, he really is. He really is. He's just so cool. He's just such a cool dude, and yeah, and a great guitar player too.
And we love Alice because, we're Detroiters, so he's like a god to us. He's basically our uncle.
He's like the grandfather of Detroit.
I honestly feel like I'm watching a family member. Same with Ozzy. Whenever I see Ozzy on TV, I feel like that's like some family member. He's been a part of my life since I was a baby almost. I mean, it's like that is my crazy grandpa right there.
Yeah, man. Dude, yeah. Again, I also don't think it gets too much cooler than Ozzy Osbourne.
No, I mean, no such thing.
That last record was so awesome. Patient number 9.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you get to hear Crack Cocaine?
I did actually. I heard Crack Cocaine. I knew about it before it came out, actually, because my buddy Barry.
Cool?
You think you're better than us? Damn it! You think you're fucking better than us?
No, my buddy Barry Pointer mixed that song that Billy Morrison solo album. Actually, he mixed that whole album, and Barry's a good friend. He's who introduced me to Dave Friedman amps. And
holy shit.
I had him fill in for me with Faster Pussycat when I couldn't make a couple shows a couple years ago. And but I had heard about that, and then I, of course, listened to it as soon as it came out. And yeah, it's killer.
It sounds amazing. So he did a great job mixing it. It sounds so fucking killer.
Plus Steve Stevens.
Monster.
I met Steve Stevens in 2018.
Where'd you meet him?
He was actually Motor City Guitar.
Motor City Guitar.
He was.
Can we get a sponsor out here?
He was doing a clinic for Friedman amps again.
There's a lot of Detroit stuff.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Nicest guy, coolest hair, great guitar player.
Coolest hair. Listen, we're on the phone with Sam Bam Koltun. That's the coolest fucking hair I've ever seen.
Listen, we talked about it the other day. The man's got locks.
The man got beautiful locks.
I appreciate that. Wow, I'm looking at this weird looking squirrel. It almost looks like a squirrel fox. Can squirrels and foxes reproduce together?
Only in Cadillac, Michigan. There's a lot of mutants. There's a lot of fucking mutants out there. Listen, dude, don't touch it.
You're talking to one.
Did you bring Purell? Did you bring Purell?
It's like a black squirrel, but it's carrying leaves.
All right, run the other way. Have you still not found a restaurant? I'm just wondering.
No, I mean I'm just walking around this golf course that we're on because this is where I have phone service.
Oh,
so,
out of all places.
Yeah.
Now we want to get into songwriting with you. How do you stay creatively inspired and motivated in a world where it seems like everything's already been done?
I don't know. It's just kind of like I just try my best to do something that maybe sounds, you know, different to me, or if I hear something that I really like, you know, try to like, I don't know. There's the influences find their ways in different ways. I just try to make something that hopefully sounds cool, you know, a riff that can hopefully, you know, lead to something where, you know, like in the case of Budderside, you know, where our singer can, you know, do something cool over it, or once we get into the studio with our producer, that maybe it can open up to something cool. And I don't know, just always trying to find something, and the inspiration comes at, you know, different times. It's not like I can just, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I sat down to write something a little earlier when I woke up and I'm like, where the fuck are we? Maybe I could, you know, in my annoyedness, but I don't know. It's I need to come up with a better answer for this for sure. But it's just inspiration strikes it. I don't really know when it's gonna happen, and you know, some of the things like on the Budderside stuff that you hear came at like 3, 4, or 5 in the morning. You know, other things were like just stuff that I've had sitting around for a really long time. The music of our song Joker, the main part on the verse, I had since maybe 2017, 18, maybe earlier than that.
Wow. Okay.
So,
but it's cool. It's cool that you have a little bit of a catalog that you can pull back from and, you know, revisit old ideas. I like that.
That is
cool.
That
a lot.
I try to keep just always, you know, writing and working on stuff so that there's ideas to go back to. I mean, I am up to like, not that every single one is complete. Every one pretty much has at least like a riff or a part to it. I've got close to 150 something demos that I've done just like throughout the years. And then that's not including just the random stuff that's in voice memos on my phone and stuff like that. So
there's probably thousands of ideas out there that you've recorded or put to the side, or even probably on old phones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have all kinds of stuff everywhere. I have some stuff on hard drives and like, and again, you just never know when it's gonna get used or gonna work, or you know, even with you know, finishing these last 4 Budderside songs this last week, you know, we kind of went into it and we were like, I don't know, we think we like, you know, these 4 songs musically, and we kind of just went with it. We didn't really have any, you know, backups, like just saying 4 that, you know, that we picked, that we, you know, we're like, yeah, let's go with these. And then they've all kind of come out really, really cool. And some stuff didn't really change all that much musically, which always kind of, at least for me, feels cool that, you know, the producer thought it was, you know, something that was cool to begin with that didn't really need to change. She liked a lot of the riffs, and so yeah, just always, I don't know, always trying to, it's always kind of, I guess, a little selfish to begin with, is trying to find and make something that to me sounds cool, and then hopefully if the rest of the guys find it cool, and then, you know, some people close to us find it cool, and then once it gets out, you know, that's the hope, is that people like it. So
how has your like writing evolved over the years? I mean, do you still pull a lot of stuff from, like, let's say those old hard drives, or are you always moving forward, or is there still stuff that you haven't got to put down yet?
I mean, I'll always I'll go back and listen to stuff, and then you know, cringe a lot. And, but then once I get past the cringing, and if I can, you know, kind of be like, oh, okay, well, maybe that would be cool, I just need to work on it more, or then take it to somebody else, you know, like take it to somebody else in the band, and then maybe they have other ideas. Or other times it's literally just, again, I keep referencing the stuff that we've done, but like the like Never Worth It, that basically those riffs and the music really didn't change from how I demoed it, the night at fucking 4 a.m. or whatever it was. But then a song like Voices that we started with, that was our first song that we went and recorded on this tenure, or not tenure, like whatever, on this insert word here that I'm trying to say.
It's okay.
We'll splice it in.
In this group of songs.
Yeah.
That started out, again, had that music for a really long time, but it had the main riff of the song was what's on the pre-chorus part, the I am what I have done part. This kind of riff, that's what was the main riff of the song. But then once we got in there, it's like, no, it's got to be like, a bigger thing. And we were all sitting around together with the producer, and we came up with what that main riff is, and then we used that other riff in the pre-chorus. But the verses stayed the same, and then the chorus was where the producer just completely opened it up. And so yeah, there's certain things, and then like you guys were asking about The Truth earlier, and
yes.
That song we wrote in the studio. Like, we walked into the studio that day and walked out with that song.
No way. Hell yeah.
It was like 10 minutes. Like, Logan, our other guitar player, had, I think, kind of some of the parts of the main riff, and then I kind of had some, some thoughts on the verse and a little bit of the chorus, and then, the producer had, and even the middle section of the song, that was like where it kind of does the breakdown, heavy riff. We were all like, that was a joke. He literally took the riffs that we had recorded and slowed them down, and we were like, wait, that's actually kind of cool. Maybe we should record that for real.
That's
holy
awesome.
shit. That's a monster song. I love that song.
I really love this whole selection of these, these
not an
songs.
an album.
These 7/12 of Good for Nothing really, to me, give me like a modern Asking Alexandria / like Avenged Sevenfold vibe.
I get a little hell yeah out of it.
Okay. I mean, I'm living for it. I love both of those bands, and I love this. I really love this. So I'm
Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And
we are big fans.
Asking Alexandria makes sense because that's the producer that we work with is Matt Good, who's done the last few Asking Alexandria records.
There you go. Holy shit.
Okay.
There you go.
So, yeah, he's the guy that we've been going to for all this. And that's actually, I literally just, my phone just, wow, that's weird. My phone just lit up with him sending us a mix of one of the other new songs.
That's crazy.
It's meant to be. It's meant for us to talk about.
Yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to hear the remaining 5. And
now, which one of these songs means the most to you? That whether we've got to hear them or not, or the ones we've already heard, which one for you is like, hey, this one is like, whoa,
I think maybe Joker, just because of how it came out, and we almost didn't do it to begin with because a couple of the guys are like, I don't want to, about doing a slower song. I don't call it like a slow song, but I guess it's got slower elements to it. It's not heavy on the verses, I guess. So, I guess, yeah, that one, just because of having that music for so long. And then, was really just happy with how everything about it came out. Honestly, all of them, how all 7 of those have come out, and there's an 8th one that we've had for a little while. That's going to be on the record that we just shot a music video for before I came out on this tour.
Okay.
And then there's 4 that we literally, our singer Patrick just left Arizona a couple days ago from singing on them, and we had to do these last 4 songs a little different because we couldn't all get there at the same time. The other, we did these in groups of 4. So the first 4 was Voices, Ghostlighting, Too Far, and Never Worth It. And so that first group was really just special because that was the first experience doing working in this way and coming out with those songs. And I remember playing them for my family the first time, and they were just like, they were, it's weird for me to talk about, but blown away by them, I guess.
Hell yeah.
So,
Well, I'm sure they're very proud of you, the things that you've accomplished. I mean, you're really out here, doing it. You know what I mean? Not everybody gets to. And, I think that's a testament to, not only your talent, but your work ethic and your drive to, continue to be successful and make it. You put the work in and it's paying off. And we're proud of you.
We're proud of you. And we were blown away. Honestly, I mean, I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, holy shit. I did not expect. I'm just like, Jordan, fuck. We missed that show. That would have been fucking nuts. You guys got to get back over here. Budderside needs to come back to Detroit right away. We need it. Or we're going to hunt you guys down.
I will say it's just, it is also just a different thing, playing on things, I very much, love and value getting to play on any kind of music, get to play on the new Faster Pussycat songs. I played on Budderside's second record, but it's like I didn't really write any of that stuff. That was kind of before I really got super involved. And, so having it be your own music makes it just much more of a real kind of personal thing. So it's like, there's a different feeling for me that goes along with it. And so it definitely means a lot to hear that you guys dig the songs. And
we're fans.
It's like, the having recordings out there and having, work that it's different than just playing gigs all the time. Playing gigs are really, really fun, but it's just having that work out there that, lasts and will be there after I'm gone, which, hopefully will be a little while from now.
A long time away.
Listen, man, rock and roll is forever. So
yeah, it has to feel rewarding, and it's your actual songs. You're like, you know what? I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this, and the fans are singing along, you're changing people's lives.
It's a combination of everybody's effort.
Oh yeah, 100%. The whole band. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, yeah, man. It has to feel good. We're like I said, we're fans, and we're vibing to it big time.
I've never done a drug, but it's a nice. It feels like I've never done a drug, so I don't know what that feeling is like. But the feeling of having the song come together or getting to play your song for an audience and people sing it back, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how there could really be a much better feeling than that. So
I am right there with you. I've never done a drug. Music is my drug, and it's what, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm having a good day, any time in my life, kind of like how you're saying, Johnny's always listening to music. I'm the same way. Music is always on, and when it's not on, it's playing in my head in the background. It's just there always.
From the time. What's that?
Same here. There's always something playing in my head. Also,
always. So that means you're just always thinking about new things and new ideas. Your mind's always running. It has to be.
I guess so.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy in that sometimes.
Well, since Since your mind is always running, working on new things, do you have any inside scoops on any future projects you might be working on? Or anything you can tell us that maybe the people don't know yet?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, it's there's we can talk for Faster Pussycat. There's a new song that's been done for a little while that's going to be coming out soon. A new single. Tammy's talked about it a little bit, so it's called Motorbike. And
okay,
hell yeah.
The B side is going to be a cover of the In Excess song "Don't Change."
Ooh.
And
who influenced them on that one, huh?
they've been playing that song for a while, since before I started playing with them. It was just kind of a weird coincidence.
Oh shit.
And so that, and then before leaving on this tour, I played with this artist named Dorothy as well, and recorded some leads and a bunch of things on her new album that's going to be, I heard, coming out later this year.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So that was pretty fresh. That just happened. And then this Budderside album is supposed to be out sometime in the next couple months, is what I'm hearing. And then eventually, I think more work with Tommy Hendrickson's band Crossbone Scully. There hasn't been any shows, but Tommy from Alice Cooper's band, he's been putting out these songs that he did over COVID time, and then he's talking about future stuff with working with us that he's selected to be in his band. But for right now, it's just kind of been doing music videos to the songs that he has already for his album. Other than that, just always kind of working on my own stuff, and then trying to work with Tammy on new faster songs. And I think
we're excited to hear more of them.
Now, is there
as inside of a scoop as I can give?
That's fair, and we appreciate it. Is there going to be any Sam Bam solo, like just your material coming out at any time?
We need it.
It makes me cringe.
No. Makes you cringe, makes us happy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've thought about trying to do something of that. I've thought very, very little about that, because it's just, I guess for me, anything to do with just me on my own feels very weird and like slimy to me. It's like I can't, really think about that. I can think about myself in like the band instance, but I'm also, because I'm not a singer, so it'd be something with like a couple different singers.
Or it could be instrumental.
No, I'm not like
a little Satriani.
I could see. I'm not that kind of guy. It's like I could see having. I've worked on like an instrumental or two, a little bit here or there, where it's kind of just like a moody thing. But it's like, I don't know. It's something I've thought about, again, possibly with like a couple different singers and getting together with friends here and there, working on stuff a little bit over the years. But I don't know. I say never, but it's also like we'll see, because it's again, it's a thing. If any of the songs can be taken and turned into something that you hear like with Budderside, I'm like, well, maybe I should do that.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's understandable. Just know this.
But I do have certain things that are set aside for possibly something that could be of what you're speaking of.
Okay. Well, just know this. You got a lot of fans out there. You got a lot of supporters. You got a lot of people that care about you and love you and support you. And even if it made you cringe and you didn't like it, which a lot of artists don't like their own stuff, there's a lot of people out there that would love it and support it. So,
and we would buy it in every vinyl variant you released it in.
Exactly.
Glow in the dark, we're buying it.
Yeah, exactly. It's got actual flies in it.
We're buying it.
Budderside releases a vinyl with butter in it. We're buying it.
I'm breaking it open and using it when I run out of butter. On the Budderside.
I appreciate it, guys. The worst. Well, maybe not the worst band name in existence. I've heard a couple since then that made me feel a little better about that one, but I also didn't pick the name.
We love the shirts. What the fuck does that even mean?
I know, right? I put that on my pick.
It's fucking awesome. We're gonna need a few of those picks. So I have a question for you. Do you have any pre-show rituals?
Not really.
No. Okay.
All right. Well, that was kind of.
I mean, I changed into jeans.
There we go.
My pre-show ritual is just,
What kind of jeans are they?
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Are they black denim or blue denim?
Never blue. Never blue.
Never blue. Always black denim.
Dark gray and black.
Okay.
Yeah, the lightest I got is dark gray.
Dark gray. Those are hard to find.
Now.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really have any. I don't really warm up or anything. Sometimes I grab a guitar and play for a little bit. I should probably maybe start warming up or doing some kind of something. But I guess my pre-show ritual is just changing into what I consider, the show clothes.
Well, I guess you're just that good.
You're just that good.
You're just that good.
Jordan said it right. You're just that good. You're just that darn good.
Now, we'd like to ask you, do you have any hidden talents or hobbies outside of music?
Ooh.
Not really.
Do you collect anything, Sam?
Besides gear. Gear pedals don't count.
Unmusic related.
Yeah, pedals don't count.
They always count. But
I mean, other than a love of if we're transitioning to this, other than a love of Jurassic Park, which we've discussed the other night. Is that what you're trying to allude to?
No, we're gonna save that one for a different time.
We're gonna
because I listen.
Jordan wants to go on a 2-hour tangent with you about Jurassic. Listen, I love Jurassic Park. It's not my favorite film. It's an amazing film. You want to talk to me about Terminator, Rocky, even Jaws? I'm your dude. But
no, we got to sit down and set some time aside to talk about that. That's going to be a time consuming one right there.
I'm on board for any of the music. Save me from the dinosaur talk.
I'm also I'm not a huge I don't dislike movies. I just for so long I would never watch TV or never really watch movies or watch anything. So I've been trying to do quite a bit of catching up on just things that are just movies that need to be seen, I guess. So
pop culture.
Have you seen Tommy Boy?
Culture, yeah. What?
Have you seen Tommy Boy?
I have at some point, but
do you love it? Is it your favorite movie ever?
I remember liking it.
Okay, you're gonna watch it with us. We're gonna make you love it.
Oh no!
Next time you come to Michigan, that's it. If I don't hear it's your favorite movie, I got a problem.
Yeah, but try to answer the question, other hobbies and other things, not totally other than just hiking or getting out for a little while and walking or
a little nature,
but not a little bit of that, but not there's not a ton of other things there. Okay,
so listen, we got a little segment we do. It's called This or That, and we want to hit you with a few questions. If you're all right with that, I'm gonna kick it off. I'm gonna go sandals or Crocs.
Absolutely neither.
What a rock star move right there.
Absolutely not.
Is there a reason for it?
Yeah, Crocs are stupid.
What about sandals? You don't like? I don't like seeing people's feet.
Yeah,
I don't like sandals.
Yeah, I don't love seeing people's feet. Tammy walks around. Singer Faster Pussycat walks around on the bus with these Jesus sandals.
Oh, have you seen them?
The Jerusalem Cruisers.
I have those. They're called Birkenstocks. You guys watch your mouth.
Oh no.
You're up, Jordan.
No, neither.
All right.
Not to offend anybody who loves Crocs, because you know what? Love what you love.
I'm throwing all mine out right now. I'll be right back. Jordan, ask him your question.
All right. Would you rather have a bad haircut or a bad dye job?
Ooh.
Like hair dye?
Yes.
I guess the dye job.
Really? Because
Yeah,
the hair grows back.
Re-dye it.
But the hair grows back and then the dye is gone.
All right.
Like,
All
I mean,
right.
I don't know. Like if I dyed my hair, like, you know, and it looks like, I don't know, green, would it just be easy to put the black back on?
Well, listen, you and I, you really can't go wrong with the black. It's fairly straightforward. I don't know if your hair is naturally black. Mine is not.
I like to think Sam's is.
Mine is also not, but I also don't go all the way black. It's actually a really, 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 really dark brown. It's not like it's black number one, you know, typo negative.
Oh, I love typo negative. Little Peter Steele action right there.
Yeah.
Black number one. Sorry.
Love
All
that
right.
band.
I'm up here. We're going to go Freddie or Jason.
I'm going to go Jason.
Ooh.
Really?
Now, you just hurt Jordan's heart. You just broke Jordan's heart.
I also haven't seen Freddie versus Jason.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's you have. I feel like you should watch.
You should watch it, but you're gonna hate it.
But if you don't, it's okay. You're not missing a whole
Nothing.
lot.
You ain't missing nothing.
But you know, if you're into that sort of thing, you kind of like have to watch it. Kind of like if you're into Alien and Predator, you got to watch Alien versus Predator, even though it's not like great.
If you're into Jurassic Park and you watch the newest Jurassic World, I guess it's kind of like that.
Yeah, I guess I see the concept of Freddy, I guess, being scarier, just how he, you know, how he comes to you in your sleep. But
I'm with you. I'm Jason over Freddy all day. Give me that machete. But if I'm picking like a horror movie icon, I'm Halloween all day. Michael Myers.
Well, listen, all I know is that Dokken never wrote a song about Jason Voorhees, okay?
Machete Warriors.
and maybe there's a reason for that.
All right, Jordan, you are up, brother.
So this one's going to be a really silly question. I debated on whether or not I should ask it.
I told him he had to.
I felt like you had a pretty good sense of humor, so I'm going to ask this anyways.
Okay.
Is pee stored in the bladder or the balls? There's a lot of debate going on the last few years that pee is actually stored in the balls, so we have to ask.
Who's debating this?
I am.
Huh.
He hung up on us.
No.
Yeah,
No comment. All
click.
right.
Yeah, no, I don't have an answer. I have no idea. I
All
have
right.
absolutely no idea. That's the weirdest thing I've ever been asked.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No one's going to top that.
First time for everything. Maybe we should cut that one out.
No, we're keeping that one in. Sam never talks to us again.
Your Cadillac, Michigan is showing.
Hey, put that away. Sam, we had a great time talking to you, and we hope we can do it again, especially moving forward in season 2 when we start doing videos, because we want to see that handsome face. We want to see those handsome locks. I had a great time. I know Jordan did.
Absolutely.
Brother, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate you.
Before we get off of here, if you had one message to our Big Talk Nation, what would you say, and what would you like them to know about you? Besides that you don't endorse that last question.
And that you have handsome hair.
Well, first of all, I'd say thank you to you guys for having me. It was fun hanging the other night, and it was fun getting to talk with you guys here. I appreciate you having me on. And to your listeners, thank you for listening. If you have made it this far, thanks. If you want to check out Budderside and check out our music, or come see Faster Pussycat or Dorothy or, anybody somewhere. If you follow me on Instagram, I post everything that I'm doing before it happens. And, just thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you, brother, once again. We appreciate you so much. We look forward to talking to you again. Sam, you are the man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
Take it easy.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right, people. That was Mr. Sam Bam Koltun. Man, a lot of great things we just learned. Jordan, what did you think about that conversation?
I love that guy.
I love that dude.
Straight up love him.
I think he's family now. I think that's it. He's part of the family.
It's the only way.
He's coming to the dinners. He's coming to the holidays.
Coming to the cookouts.
Listen, Secret Santa, you're in. You're
Secret
there.
Santa. I will blatantly, outright, publicly Santa for Sam Bam Koltun.
There you go. You're gonna just get him a whole bunch of hair products, aren't you? You guys are real sickos. I hope he gets me though, so he can get me some like guitar pedals and stuff.
Hey, there we go.
Now, listen, that was one, like I said, for the books. Love the guy. We're gonna have him back, season 2. Sam Bam, Samuel Bamuel, if he was living in medieval times.
Wham Bam, thank you, Sam.
Wham Bam, thank you, Uncle Sam. Now, this song we're going to play out tonight, this is a great one. This is Jordan and I's favorite. This is from Budderside. This is The Truth.